Maison Louis Latour has been established in the Côte de Beaune, the heart of Burgundy, for over 2 centuries. The Domaine winery was inaugurated in 1834. It was built by the Count of Grancey, who used to own the estate. The Count decided to sell the winery, the castle, and the surrounding vineyard with the arrival of the phylloxera crisis. The Latour family, who had been living in the village of Aloxe-Corton, decided to face the upcoming challenge and to acquire the Corton Grancey estate to be added to their appellation portfolio. The winery sits on the eastern flank of the Corton Hill, surrounded by its 25 hectares of Grand Cru Corton and Grand Cru Corton Charlemagne. Built on the hillside in an old limestone quarry, the winery was imagined to work with gravity, which guarantees a respectful handling of the grape. That concept was very innovative in the mid-1800s. The winery is composed of 5 different and ingenious levels, each having a very specific purpose. Moreover, the cellars are inlaid into the Corton bedrock, ensuring exceptional aging conditions. In 1901, the Latour family decided to modernize several elements of the winery, thus improving the working conditions and the vinification methods. Another example of the search for modernization can be seen through the existence of copper-made carts, which have false bottoms. In addition to transporting the harvest to the vats, the carts can help start the fermentation by circulating hot water inside the false bottoms. Nowadays, only a few copper-made carts are still in use, as they are slowly being replaced by stainless steel ones. Those which are left serve both as an example of the will Louis Latour has to improve its production methods and as a proof that that will already existed over 100 years ago. The winery contains over 40 oak-made vats, which are 30 to 40 years old. The vinification process is run traditionally with the will to intervene as little as possible. During the harvest, grape must is transported to the vats to begin its maceration, which will allow the extraction of the color, the aromas, and the tannins. At this stage, the solid parts, such as the skins, the pulps, and the seeds, float up to the surface, forming a thick pomace cap. The punch down and pumping over techniques are meant for a soft extraction, thus bringing intensity, finesse, and elegance to our wines. Pumping over consists in pumping the must from the bottom of the vat and watering the pomace cap with it. The punch down method, on the other hand, is achieved by plunging a disc-shaped stick into the vat, thus sinking the pomace cap. The Domaine wines are aged in cellars that were dug into the Corton bedrock in the 1800s. The walls and the bottles are naturally covered with a layer of mold which feeds off the alcohol evaporating from the barrels. We call it the angel's share. This mold allows for a steady level of humidity and temperature, providing the best aging conditions. Our white wines age for 8 to 10 months, whereas our reds can go as high as 14 months. The lower floors are composed of long corridors where the Latour family stores some 70,000 bottles. Each and every one of these bottles bears witness to the experience Louis Latour has and to the dedication that each generation of Latour showed to ensure the prosperity of the family heritage. The bottles are stored without any label or seal. We call those shiners. The oldest vintage laying in the cellar dates back to 1870, before the phylloxera crisis and the creation of the AC system. The Corton Grancey winery has accompanied the Latour family for over 130 years through disease, wars, and cold vintages. It has proudly stood up on the flank of the hill of Corton, overlooking its Grand Crus, patiently bringing them to life one vintage after another.